Good morning, everyone, and welcome to yet another awesome session of Mindful Living. We truly appreciate your taking out the time and joining us today. I promise you that I'll do my best to make this investment of about 75 minutes completely worth your while. Let's begin by asking you a few questions. Please type why in the chat box if answer to this question says yes for you, and please feel free to type why multiple times if the question is true for you. Please type why if you think you work very hard but still don't get the results you want in your career. Do you often find consciously or unconsciously comparing yourself to others? Do you feel overwhelmed, exhausted, or burnt out? Do you or someone you know works extremely hard but the finances never improve? Do you struggle in navigating relationships with family, colleagues, bosses, clients? Do you or someone you know wants to beat stress, anxiety, depression, anger, guilt, shame, fear, but don't know how to? Do you want to break free from living a life where the same patterns keep repeating? Do you find it difficult to regulate your emotions? Do you desire to improve the destiny of your family? Do you want to make your life wonderful and abundant? If the answer is yes to any or many of these questions, then friends, you are at the right place at the right time, because in the session today, we're going to discuss about the magic of gratitude. And it truly is a magical practice, as we will see as we go along. We will explore this in great detail today, understanding what is gratitude, why should we practice gratitude, does it really work, what are the obstacles to practicing gratitude, some simple gratitude practices, finding our own gratitude index, and finally I'll share with you about a workshop that we have put together for you starting next month. Let us begin by understanding what is gratitude. But before that, I would like to share with you that there is nothing right or wrong in life. So please feel free to share actively in the session today. The right or wrongs were in the school when the teacher would give us right or wrong, for any answer. In life, I believe there is nothing right or wrong. Please keep your phones switched off or on silent mode. Don't be distracted. What we're going to share today is very powerful and possibly the most important thing that you should be doing right now. Otherwise, what happens is the most important thing that we need to hear precisely at that time, some distraction will happen. So please ensure you're not distracted. We'll try and do our best to stick to the time. Share freely with an open heart. This is a safe space where we're not going to judge anybody for what you share. And stay tuned on for that golden nugget which could truly transform your life. Let us begin by understanding what is gratitude. Simply put, it is the quality or feeling of being grateful or thankful. It is like a lamp. Gratitude doesn't remove the darkness, but it helps us see what is there in our life better. And it is backed by science. If we look at the Newton's third law of motion, every action has an equal or opposite reaction. So when we insert gratitude in this equation, every action of giving thanks always causes an opposite reaction of receiving. What you receive is always equal to the amount of gratitude you have given. Every action of gratitude sets off an action of receiving. The more gratitude you give, the more you receive. The other law of nature which gratitude follows is what you reap is what you sow. So if we are sowing seeds like I don't like my job, I haven't got enough money, I can't find perfect partner, I can't pay my bills, I don't get along with my parents, my child is a problem, my life is in a mess, my marriage is in trouble, I work very hard but my finances never improve, then what we are going to get is exactly this. Let us understand this by way of a practical example from our real life. If I sow seeds of bitter gourd, I will get bitter gourd. If I sow mango kernel, then I am going to get a mango tree, juicy, delicious mango. It is not possible that I am sowing seeds of bitter gourd but get juicy, delicious mangoes. Similarly, if we are sowing these negative thoughts in our mind constantly, it is just not possible for us to get a good life. If we want a good life, if we want juicy, delicious mangoes, then we need to sow the mango goodly. So we need to reframe our thoughts by flipping it, by saying I love my job, my family is very supportive, I had the best vacation, I feel amazing today. And let me share with you, or let me assure you that gratitude is absolutely magnetic. The more gratitude we have, the more abundance we magnetize. And gratitude accelerates your success and brings about to you whatever you desire. So what we give, we receive equally. If we give little bit of gratitude, we receive little bit of goodness. If we give lot of gratitude, then we get lot of good things in our life. Now let us look at little bit more research into gratitude. And here I would like to share about the work of Dr. Robert Emmons, who has been researching on gratitude for over 20 years now and has published a couple of books about them. Very nice. And he has very well researched the benefits of gratitude. So it results in stronger immune system. Many little aches and pains that we have, they go away. The blood pressure is lower. People who are grateful exercise more, they take better care of their health, they sleep longer and feel more refreshed when they get up. So your sleep quality is better, your health is better, you are less stressed, and there are psychological benefits as well. People experience more positive emotions, they are more alert, more joyful, they are helpful, more forgiving, and they feel less lonely and isolated. And this is particularly important for anybody in a leadership position where you are responsible not only for yourself but many people around us. And leadership is not the titular leadership that I am talking about, which comes from a designation of manager, VP or CEO, but any one of us living in a family is a leader because we are responsible for our parents, for our children, for our siblings, for our society. So we all have leadership positions because leadership goes beyond the title. So when we are grateful, happy, then our relationships are better, our health is better, everything is better. And this is gratitude is one of the simplest ways to move from the lower energy levels to the high energy levels. This is a brilliant work done by Dr. David Hawkins in his book Power versus Force, where he has calibrated the energy levels associated with different emotions. And anything below 200 is low energy state, and anything above 200 is that break even point where we start moving towards better life. And practicing gratitude is the simplest way to move from the lower energy emotions to high energy levels. One thing about low energy emotions is that it keeps us trapped in that state. But when we cross over to the other side, then there are a lot of good things that start happening in our life. Serendipity happens, synchronicity happens, and gratitude is very simple practice to do that. There is a lot of research which talks about how practicing gratitude rewires our brain. If I start talking about the research that has been there on gratitude, one entire session will also not be enough. So I'll let you do your own research and convince yourself in case this session does not convince you. But there is immense amount of research which talks about the benefits of practicing gratitude. And it is not only from today, from hundreds and thousands of years. In many religious practices also, or otherwise, gratitude has been ingrained in our culture. In the ancient Hawaiian culture, there is this Ho'oponopono practice which has gratitude as a part of it. In many cultures, Shukriya, Shukrana, or thank you, Dhanyavad is built into our cultures. But today we are going to go beyond these words. Many a times gratitude has become good manners. So we just throw our words, but it is much more than that, and that is what we are going to explore in the session today. The reason why I love gratitude is because it is a very simple practice. Anyway, there is so much in our life that is happening, that keeps us busy. But gratitude is something which you can easily incorporate into your lives on the go without requiring any additional time. And I'll share with you some hacks to do that towards the end of the session. Another reason why I love gratitude so much is because it offers the highest return on time invested. Simple 3 to 5 minutes of practice can completely transform your life, and I'll show you evidence from my own life. So, in case you are still wondering whether it works or not, let me share with you something from my own life. But before that, let me take a minute to introduce myself. My name is Ashish Kumar, and I am the founder of Mindful Living. I started Mindful Living in 2018, and in 2020, when the first COVID happened, we started doing sessions on weekends to help people deal with the stress and anxiety that the COVID was causing. It's been over 6 years now. We have continued the practice, and on our Mindful Living channel, there are nearly 300 videos of the sessions that we have done in the last 6 years. We'll be sharing the links of our Mindful Living WhatsApp community and Mindful Living YouTube channel. Feel free to join these and explore more about how you can lead healthier, happier, and wealthier lives. Our WhatsApp group is a no-nonsense group. There are no good morning, good night messages, no religious, political messages. Only people sharing about how they are living mindfully and assisting other people doing the same. By education, I am an MBA from Symbiosis Institute of Business Management, Pune, Cost and Works Accountant, Fellow of Life Management Association, USA, a certified mindfulness meditation teacher, leadership and executive coach, a mentor to students of IIM Nagpur, and author of the best-selling book Beyond Limits. In my book also, I have mentioned many stories about gratitude, which I'll touch upon as we go along today. Prior to starting Mindful Living, I worked with organizations like Xerox, Tata AIA Life Insurance, Future Generali, and Marsh India. You can scan the QR codes of Mindful Living WhatsApp community and YouTube channel to stay connected with us, especially those of you who are joining us for the first time today. This is how my life changed after. And this is a story I have written in my book also. I started Mindful Living in 2018, and soon after that, in 2019, I ran out of money, and my bank accounts, my bank account balance became zero, and my checks started bouncing. But a little before that, I had got introduced to the practice of gratitude through my friend and junior from college, Yoshita Swaroop, and I'll forever be grateful to her for introducing me to this practice. And see, from 2019 to traveling abroad, with family in 2023. This is a family picture at Trafalgar Square, London. To paying the highest ever income tax that I paid in my life, which is of 17.55 lakhs. And mind you, this is as a business person who pays tax after setting off the expenses. This is how from being zero balance to paying an income tax of 18 lakhs has been my journey, and it just keeps getting better and better every day. The strategy for success has been the attitude of gratitude, and it is not only my personal. Don't think that it is only Ashish Kumar who has benefited from this. As I mentioned earlier, there is a lot of research done on gratitude, and this one is done by Adam Grant, who is considered to be one of the foremost organizational psychologists and behavior experts in the world. And they did a study with a group of university students who were raising funds. And raising funds, fundraising is a very difficult and thankless job. So what they did was they divided the group into two. They divided the student cohort into two groups, and they were doing the same thing, except that in one group, the director of the school, the university, went there and expressed their gratitude for the work the students were doing. And this group, where the appreciation was done for the work they were doing, they increased their fundraising efforts by 50%. So when we appreciate people for the good that they are doing, they put in discretionary effort, they put in extra effort, and they produce more. This is contrary to the popular belief that we have that if I appreciate somebody, they will become complacent and so on and so forth, which we'll explore later. But this is one proof, and there are many others that gratitude actually works. And that is also not the only one. Here you see Ariana Huffington, Tony Robbins, and Oprah Winfrey use gratitude as a strategy for success. Those of you who may not be familiar with Tony Robbins, he is considered to be one of the top 50 thinkers in the world today. Worth and has over 100 businesses with billions of dollars in sales. Oprah Winfrey, and this is from CNBC. Oprah Winfrey was born to an unwed mother in rural America, abused as a child, and from that level she has risen to become the first African woman billionaire and having a net worth of over $3 billion. And it's not only about net worth, it is about the way of living and the difference gratitude makes to your whole approach to life. One of the reporters once asked, commented to Oprah that Oprah, it's very easy for you to feel grateful because you've got everything in life. And what Oprah said was really mind blowing. She said, no, it is not because I have got everything I am grateful. It is because I am grateful I have got everything. So that is that small switch where we are grateful for whatever we have got in our life. Then the magic starts happening. So even though there is so much of evidence, personal evidence, organizational evidence, and it's been part of our culture also, why don't we practice gratitude? So let us listen to that. But before that, I'll just take a pause and hear from you. How's it going for you? Is this making sense? Is there any question or comment you would have?
Ashish, good morning. Ashish here.
Hi, good morning, Ashish. Good to see you.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, I think this is really powerful, and somewhere, some part of my life, I have experienced this. So, just to share something, way back in 2007, when I lost my father, I was in this mindset that whatever happened to my father will happen to me eventually, right? And because of which I had major B12 deficiency and vitamin D3 deficiency, and because of which I had IBS. So I became almost like anorexic individual. I came to about 53 kgs from a healthy 70 kgs, I came to 53 kgs. And from there, I had to bounce back. So I was introduced to the work of the Secret Book, and that's where I learned the concept of gratitude,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
practiced it for almost about 4 or 5 years of my life, and I kind of lost uh, direction after that on that because I think my basic agendas were kind of almost fulfilled at a given time. Because of gratitude, my health bounced back. I got in touch with the right people who could guide me in the right way. Because getting good doctors also was not easy
Yeah,
at that time.
yeah.
People didn't know B12, people did not know vitamin D3 was a critical element for survival at that given time. Back in 2007, 8, now there's a lot of awareness around it. So yeah, I'm a avid believer of gratitude, and the house I'm living in is something which I had drawn the map of this house before I bought this house way back in 2008, 8, 9. So yeah, it works.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that, Ashish. Um, it takes a lot of courage to share. Thank you. And your sharing, I'm sure, has enriched everybody here. Anybody else would like to share, comment, and how this is going for you? Are we good to go? Please type GTG if we are good to go. Yes,
Ashish, can
Sanjay.
I speak something?
Yes, yes, please.
So I understand the magic of gratitude, the benefits of gratitude, and the factor of having gratitude in your mind. I am not sure how to practice being that, how to be in gratitude most of my time. That how to practice gratitude is something which I am not able to understand.
Sure, sure, Sanjay. I think that's a very valid thought process, and we definitely cover it in the session today. So please stay tuned. And if there are no more questions or comments for now, please type GTG so that we can take the session forward. Good to go. Please type GTG if we are good to go. Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you, Anand. Thank you, Sanjay. I request everybody to let us know if you are good to go. Thank you, Mohan. So we'll carry on and we will explore what are the obstacles to practicing gratitude before we come to the simple gratitude practices that you can incorporate in your life. Sanjoy, that's your answer there. So one reason that prevents us from being grateful is the fact that we take things for granted. You know, if everybody has got two eyes, everybody has got two legs, everybody has got two hands, so then why should we feel grateful about that, right? But ask this question to Nick Wojcik, who is born like this, without hands, without legs. Okay, and how he has built his amazing life. How cheerful is he? And uh, I'm getting a little emotional, but you listen to his videos. Amazing life, right? But how many of us feel grateful for the eyes that we have got, or the ability to hear, or the ability to move? One of my friends has got muscular dystrophy, because of which, for her to get up from bed and get to the door of a room is also a massive effort, you know. But we take our ability to move completely for granted. So one of the obstacles to practicing gratitude is uh, taking things for granted, like we take oxygen for granted. But when it was COVID times, people were gasping for breath. The oxygen was not available easily in hospitals, and there was so much challenge. So whatever it is, whether it is water or air or anything else, our limbs, our senses, just be grateful. Albert Einstein says something very beautiful. Either everything is a miracle or nothing is a miracle. So it's our choice to see the miracle in the beauty that is around us, how everything in the universe supports us and our living. Some other reasons why we don't practice gratitude so often is because people will think that I am soft and complacent. So if manager may think that if I appreciate my team, they will take me for granted. They will think that I am a softy, and they'll become complacent. But we have seen the research that it doesn't always happen like that. Or we think that I will be grateful when this happens, when I have a car, when I have a Mercedes, when I have a S class, when I have this, when I have that, I'll be grateful. So we are forever postponing our feeling grateful, because we think something has to happen for us to be grateful. But if you look at what Oprah says, which is very beautiful, that you be grateful for what you have, and then everything else will fall in place. This is related to what I spoke earlier. Another reason why we don't express gratitude as much is we are so busy. We are so busy getting things done that we don't have time to stop and say thank you or to appreciate. Like one of the global CFOs I know, he has this practice that every day at the end of the day he will send thank you mails to whoever has he has come in contact with today. It could be the airline staff, it could be the people at the hotel check-in counters, anybody else who has supported him. Even Indra Nooyi is famously known for writing letters to the parents of her employees, who are doing good work, thanking the parents for giving their children to Pepsi. So, this is a leadership practice. Irrespective of how busy you are, you can always take time out to say thank you and appreciate people. Not just throw words thank you, not just say it by way of a formality, but look into their eyes and feel when you're saying thank you. And it is also, sometimes it becomes difficult to feel grateful when you're going through a tough situation. And I'll share with you a personal example. One of the people known to us, he lost his young son who was about 30 years old in a drowning incident. They had gone swimming in a lake, and he never returned. He drowned and he passed away. And obviously we're all very sorry for him. And when I met him, he said, I'm grateful, and what he told me completely gave me a different perspective. He says, in his family friends, there is someone who has got a son who is paralyzed for 20 years, and he is completely bedridden, and he can't raise anything other than his hand. So he says, rather than have a son who is paralyzed and in front of my eyes all the time, it is better that God has taken away my son. So this may be an extreme example, but it is a very powerful reminder that we can be grateful always, irrespective of how tough the situation may be. Another reason why we are not grateful is because of this culture of comparison, comparing ourselves, and we always feel small because there is always someone who is richer than us. Even billionaires now will have feel small because somebody has become a trillionaire now. So those who are billionaires are feeling pathetic because there are so many billionaires. Billionaires are feeling poor because there is someone who is a trillionaire now, and we are already always comparing ourselves with our neighbors, with people who are around us, and we are complaining. focusing on what's missing and what is going on wrong in our life, rather than be grateful for what is going right, what we have, and what is going right in our life. And one of my friends was talking to me about uh, how can you be grateful when you are on a beach and you have a view like this. But then it's your choice. I'm not saying you ignore this, but the choice is whether you enjoy the beautiful sea and the waves, or you feel miserable about this beach which is like that. So these are the choices we need to make. And here I'm going to share with you few simple gratitude practices which you can incorporate into your daily life. They hardly take any time, but they pay very rich dividends. But before we do that, please take a couple of minutes in writing down what are the challenges that you are facing in your life right now. Take 4 minutes to reflect and write down. We don't expect you to share them with us. We don't want you to share them with us. But for your own sake, write down all the challenges that you're facing in your life. Thank you. Thank you. Whether on personal front, professional front, family, health, finances. And I'm repeating myself, we don't have to share them with us. It's only for your own sake. Ganesh, the link that we have shared in the chat, the same link you can share with your friends and you can invite them to join the group. If you are done, please type D in the chat. Zoom user, could you please rename yourself? Thank you, Anand. Anybody else? Think of all the challenges that you're having in your life: personal, professional, health, relationships, finances, career. Thank you. Thank you. So friends, now we will share with you some simple exercises which are simple, and don't get distracted by the simplicity of this practice. Sometimes we think, अरे ये तो इतना आसान है, इससे क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? ऐसा नहीं है. It is very powerful. If you go and look on our YouTube channel, we have been having sessions on gratitude for last 6 years. I think there must be 10-20 recordings of these sessions that we have done. It's a simple practice, but it works, and that is why I like it so much, because it's simple. We can do it. Everybody can do it all the time. So now let's go ahead and look at some of the simple practices, and one of them is just saying thank you. Thank you to your colleagues. You can write simple thank you notes to people in your life, at your workplace. Say thank you for doing this for me, and just go and stick on their softboard or on their desk, or to your banker, to your colleagues, to your home help, domestic help, whatever. Just say thank you, and truly I'm grateful to each one of you for taking out time and joining us today. It's a weekend, and it means a lot to me that so many of you want to learn about this practice and take your life to a completely different level. In the book, The Magic, Rhonda Byrne mentions that there is no limit to how much your life can get better once you start practicing gratitude, and that's been my experience also. So the first simple thing is just say thank you, and if you want to deepen this practice, you can say thank you for, so thank you XYZ for what you did. That deepens the practice. Otherwise, just saying thank you also with your heart. And if you want to deepen it further, you can feel a feeling in your heart when you're saying thank you. And take out time. This is beautiful quote from the book and by Saint Ambrose. No duty is more urgent than that of returning thanks. And there is like so much of evidence for this. That okay, let me talk about this. So happy money, there are two things I'll talk in the context of what I just spoke. Happy Money is written by Ken Honda. He's one of the top 5 authors in Japan. And in the book, he talks about Wahei Takeda, Wheeitakeda, who is considered to be the Warren Buffett of Japan. And what Ken Honda says is, all why Takeda used to do the whole day was say thank you money, thank you money, thank you money, thank you. Arigato money, that's the Japanese stuff. Arigato money, thank you money, thank you money, thank you money. And there was such a strong energy field around Wahei Takeda that Ken Honda mentions that whenever I used to go to meet him, because I became a part of that energy field, money, I would get some inflows, while I was there, some, money would flow to him. So saying thank you money, saying thank you to people is very powerful, and it draws money to you, more money to you. And say thank you money even if you are paying out money, because that's a blessing, the money. That's giving good energy to the money, because we all feel nice when we receive money, but we kind of flinch at times when we need to pay out. But for the person you are paying out to, for him it's a receipt, it's an income for him. So bless that money, don't give with that negative tinge. Then the money flows back to you. It's very powerful practice, saying thank you money when money comes in, and saying thank you money when money goes out. So in this book, what Ken Honda talks about is, when he was researching for this book, he's met about 12,000 billionaires. But the first time he met a millionaire, he thought this guy would be very happy, because he's just become a millionaire. So he asks him, you must be very happy, you are a millionaire now. And this person says, what, I have got only a million, look at my friend, he has got 10 millions. So what is 1 million? Nothing. So the person, Ken Honda went and met this guy who's got 10 millions, and this guy says, what, yeah, I've got 10 millions, but I don't have a jet. Look at my friend, he's got $30 million, he's got a jet. Then Ken Honda meets this person who's got $30 million, and this person is complaining that I've got 30 million, that's okay, but my jet is so small, it's only a 2-seater jet, So the prosperity is not the number in your bank account, it is a state of mind. Somebody with $100,000 can feel a lot more prosperous than somebody who's got $1 million. So that is the mindset change that we need to bring about ourselves. And another thing that Ken Honda speaks at the end of the book, which is a mind-blowing takeaway from the book, is he says the real wealth is not money. And I'll leave that to you, maybe we'll ask that later. What is the real wealth? But talking about money, say thank you money when it comes in, say thank you money when it goes out, bless the money, and you will have a very good flow in your life. Coming back to the other one, another very simple yet very powerful practice is having gratitude for food, and we normally eat about 3 times in a day, so a lot of opportunities to practice this. Say Annadata Sukhi Bhava, and Annadata is 3 Annadatas. It's the Mother Earth who produces the food. the farmer who grows the food, and the person who is cooking the food for you. Okay, so Anadata Sukhi Bhava, bless Mother Earth for providing you with this food, because Mother Earth provides the soil, the water, the oxygen, the sunlight, the nature. Everybody, the entire universe comes together to produce this food, and it comes on our plate. Somebody grows it, somebody cooks it for us, and we are watching TV, we are watching news on the phone, and we are talking and eating. We don't really pay attention to what we are eating. Practice, and it normally takes what, 5-10 minutes 3 times in a day. Practice, be focused and be grateful for the food that is there on our plate, and bless the Mother Earth. Be grateful to the farmer, be grateful for the cook. Anadatha Sukhi Bhava, saying that 3 times whenever you eat, and eating with consciousness, device free, is a great way to feel gratitude for the food. So one is say thank you to people, mean it, say thank you for the food, thank you for the money. And a very simple practice I learned from my teacher, which is lotus of gratitude. I learned it from Nitya Shanti, and let's do this simple practice together. What we are going to do is think of 10 things we are grateful for. We are going to make our hands like this, like lotus buds. Okay, so let me also share with you, I got this fracture in my finger, and do you think I'm grateful for this? If what do you think I'm grateful for? I got this finger fractured. What am I grateful for? Can you imagine?
That the only this small thing has happened with you. Your whole hand could have been fractured.
Yes, thank you for sharing that. Also, it's my thank you, Sanjay. Also, my left hand, and for the splint, yes, absolutely. For the timely, so irrespective of what happens, be grateful. So today we are going to do this practice. Hold your fingers like this in the form of a lotus bud. Think of one thing that we are grateful for, which could be as simple as the fact that we are alive. There are millions of people who pass away. वो कहते हैं सुबह का सूरज देखने को मिला, वो we should be grateful for that. Be grateful that we have got oxygen, we have got light, we have got electricity, we have got internet. Simple things. Imagine one day without COVID. Imagine COVID without internet. What would have been our situation? Or imagine a day without light. In Delhi, the temperature is like 47 degrees. It's burning. And you don't have electricity for a day, or you don't have water for a day. What would it be? So it could be simple things, whatever you like, and just think of one thing, open your finger like that. Once you're done with 10, hold them together, and then I'll guide you to a small practice. So keep your eyes closed gently, think of one thing that you are grateful for, open the finger, form the lotus, and then we will, if you can keep your cameras on so that I can see you and we can do this together. Once you've got the 10 fingers together, bring them to your heart and express gratitude to Mother Earth for providing us with everything that we need. Think of whatever we need is provided for by Mother Earth. The food we eat, the water we drink, the air we breathe is only in Earth's atmosphere. Mother Earth provides us with everything that we need. So express gratitude to Mother Earth. Say thank you. Stay with the feeling for a couple of seconds more. And you can do this practice first thing in the morning and last thing when you go to bed. First thing when you get up in the morning, think of things you are grateful for the air conditioning, for the bed that we have, for the running water in our taps, for being able to walk to the bathroom, for being healthy, for being alive, for having our loved ones next to us, whatever you want to feel grateful for. And when you go to sleep, be grateful for whatever you've experienced during the day or whatever comes up for you. Doing it at the start of the day and doing it at the end of the day are very powerful practices. As you can see, it takes less than 10 seconds or about 10 seconds to do this. So, the excuse that we are busy, we can't practice, doesn't really hold. So this is again a very powerful practice which you can start doing immediately, and you can do it anytime. You are traveling, you don't need to necessarily do your hands like this. You can just count on your fingers when you're traveling or waiting for a lift or waiting at a signal. Any number of times in a day you can do these. Now we come moving towards the last part of the session, where we're going to evaluate how grateful we are. So you can rate yourself from 1 to 5 if the statement you strongly agree with or you disagree, or if you're neutral, agree or strongly agree. If you like, you can go and grab a notepad and pen and mark yourself, or you can just get your score on the phone, whichever way works. I regularly notice and appreciate small positive moments in my day. Do you appreciate the breakfast that you get, or the coffee or the tea that you get, or your clients showing up, or whatever is good, your driver coming, your car moving, getting to destination? Do you regularly notice? Do you agree with this? Don't agree with this? Strongly agree. I consciously express gratitude towards people who help or support me. Think of how many people help you get through the day, starting from home help to our drivers, to the cleaners, to the, if you're in metro or Uber, or staff at your office, or whoever. How many people help you or support you? Do you consciously express gratitude towards them? Rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 5. I take time to reflect on what I am grateful for. Like this 10-second practice that we just did. Do you take time to reflect on what I am grateful for? I experience a sense of contentment and peace regularly. Agree, disagree? संतोष भाव है क्या? Contentment. I'm able to bounce back from difficult situations with a positive perspective. Like the example that I just gave of our person who lost his son, or my fractured finger. Are you able to bounce back from difficult situations with a positive perspective? Do you show appreciation to your family, friends, colleagues, when your children, they score 90, 95, 99 marks? Do you focus on what they have got, or do you focus on what they have not got? What your friends do for you, what your colleagues do for you? Do you find it easy to forgive and let go? Please keep scoring at your end. I feel a sense of connection or belonging in my personal or professional life. Do you feel connected or disconnected in your life? Do you feel I belong here, or do you feel I don't belong here? Do you agree with this statement or disagree? I focus on what I have rather than what I lack, and I trust more good is on the way. Do you disagree, agree? I hope you have been scoring yourself, and if you have scored yourself on all these 10 statements, then you can total it. And if you've got scored somewhere between 10 to 19, you have minimal gratitude awareness. 10 to 29 is some awareness. 30 to 39 is moderate, and then high and very high. So if you're anywhere between up to 39 or 40, maybe you should consider working on your gratitude very actively, because it is only when we do something about when we take action on what we have learned, the transformation happens. Just knowledge doesn't really help us. It's the action which causes the transformation. But many a times we fail to apply the knowledge because we feel that it may have worked for that person, but maybe it worked for Ashish, maybe it worked for Nick Wojcik, or it worked for Oprah, but will it work for me? There are many challenges, or the lack of discipline is another major challenge, because doing a daily basis is difficult, or we think that no, अरे इतना और कुछ है, अभी उसमें ग्रैटिट्यूड भी कर लूँ, टाइम कहाँ मिलेगा, ऐसा नहीं होगा. या फिर हम इम्पेशेंट हो जाते हैं यार कि इसमें रिजल्ट तो नहीं आ रहे, कर तो रहा हूँ बट रिजल्ट नहीं आ रहे, तो फिर हम ड्रॉप कर देते हैं. बट द ब्यूटी ऑफ दीज प्रैक्टिसेस इज दैट दे हैव गॉट ए स्नो बॉलिंग इफेक्ट. सो शुरू में बहुत इम्परसेप्टेबल होता है उसका बेनिफिट, बट एज यू कीप प्रैक्टिसिंग it becomes like a snowball, and it keeps gathering momentum, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger, and suddenly you will find that वो जो कहते हैं ना भगवान छप्पर फाड़ के देखता है, तो एक दिन आपको लगेगा यार wow, what have I got. So you got to be patient and consistent with the practice to really feel the benefits over a period of time. And so now the remaining 5-10 minutes is about the TMOG workshop, the Magic of Gratitude workshop. But before that, I'll just pause here to see if you have any questions or comments before we share about the workshop. Thank you. Yes, Ashish.
For that,
Ashish, your voice is breaking.
is it possible for you to scorecard again?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. This one, Ashish? Or the next one?
Sorry.
You can take a screenshot if you like.
Yeah, the next slide. The next one.
So all of you can do your scores, even if it's okay if you don't want to share it. Please type D in the chat box if you've got your scores, or S if you type S in the chat box if you got your score. Thank you. Thank you. Good. Good. Right. So now we'll be speaking about the workshop. So in case, but before that, if you have any questions, we'll be happy to take one or two questions or comments before we share about the workshop.
Hi, Ashish sir.
Hi Sanjay. Hi Ganesh.
Uh, First of all, thank you so much for arranging this session. Uh, it's really nice. I mean, it's a so simple practice,
Yeah.
but we forget to do that, and it's actually creates actually a long-lasting effect as well. So I can give one example. So after long years of experience, I had almost 18, 19 years of experience. Then I decided to do my full-time MBA, and I went to UK for that, and I wanted to pursue career in consultancy. So one of my consultancy professor, uh, uh, someone asked question, because other students were also not from the consultancy background, but they wanted to move to the consultancy. So they asked question that what are the biggest skills you think that that help you more in consultancy career. And people were expecting answers like analytical skills and problem solving skills, something like that. But the professor answered gratitude, and that really surprised me. But I was kind of was able to link also, because I myself always think you should be having this gratitude in you as a good leader. So that's one story I just wanted to share.
Interesting. Very interesting. Thank you for bringing that angle in, Ganesh. Gratitude is the quality consultants need to be successful. Thank you for bringing that perspective. Sanjay, which is the roadmap you're looking at? The workshop roadmap or the session roadmap?
There was a slide of roadmap. I could not read it before it went off.
This one?
No, after this. Yes, this one.
This one?
Yeah, this one.
Okay. So we have covered what is gratitude, why gratitude, so we have come to the last part. We are going to share about the workshop that we have put together for you. And this workshop is based on the book, The Magic by Rhonda Burns. And this is, the Ashish was earlier mentioning about The Secret, which is the other book, a very popular book by Rhonda Burns. And the way I look at it, the magic is the how-to of Secret, So it's one of the best books that I have read in my life. And the entire workshop is based on this workbook. And then some people ask us, why should we join the workshop? We can buy the book and do the work, do it on our own. By all means, if you can, please do. But some of the challenges which people find is some things are not very clear, even though the book is written very simply. And they tend to fall off the 28-day program. And one of the requirements of the 28-day program in the book is you do it with consistency. So if you drop, then you need to go back and restart again. So being in a group provides you with that, the cohort, the motivation, the support, and we have weekly check-ins. So it's a lot that makes it possible for you to do that's the benefit of doing the session together. The book has a very well laid out 3-step process. The first is being grateful for what we have already have. So first 12 days is dedicated to that. And then the next is being grateful to make our dreams and desires come true in the future. And then the last part, which is is amazing, is how to dissolve any problems from happening. So the very well three-step process laid out in the book. There are 28 daily practices. So we start on 1st of July, but we will have an introductory session on 25th of June. I'll share those dates as we move on. So from 1st of July, daily in the WhatsApp group, we will share these practices, which are very simple but very powerful practices. And you have the supportive tribe, which helps us in keeping track on the program. And the, everything is possible with gratitude. Um, your money problems and whatever dreams you may have, they all come true with gratitude. And if you are still not convinced, still I would recommend you to get started, because in these sessions that we have, weekly sessions, we'll share a lot more about how this becomes possible. So we'll be sharing that. Or if you have any questions now, I think we have time, I'll be happy to address them for you. But everything, so one of the practices is, we list down our top 10 dreams that we have got, and over a period of time you will find that you will just keep ticking each one of them as you keep achieving them. In the book, Rhonda Burns mentions that in her list, the original list she made of 10 desires, dreams and goals, in 4 years she ticked off everything. So very powerful practice. So if you're ready to shift from scarcity to abundance, invest in your time and little bit of money into this program. We have got 5 sessions starting, as I mentioned, from 25th of June, and then following through July, and one last bonus session on 30th of June. It's scheduled on Thursdays at 8 p.m. It will be 30 to 45 minutes, but you can block an hour. So you block about 6 hours over 6 weeks starting from 25th of June. And the fees is a nominal 1,999 rupees, which covers the cost of the book, The Magic. In case you already have a book, we can gift another book to you, which you can give away, or you can ask us for another book for the same price. And you can do this with your family. You can invite your friends and family to join, and in which case it's only 2,999 rupees. So that's for 2 of you. And this book, which I have authored, Beyond Limits, in which I share my own story and many other stories about gratitude. This is a complimentary giveaway along with the which is included in the course fees. But for those who are action takers, you pay only $9.99, and if you decide to join by 15th of June, so if you take a decision to join by 15th of June, the fees is only 999 rupees, and along with a family member or friend, it's only 1499. Once again, the sessions are scheduled on 25th June, 2nd, 9th, 16th, 23rd and 30th July, 30 to 45 minutes, block up to an hour. In case you're not able to join, we share the recording. Like this session, all these sessions are on Zoom, and the recording is shared in the group. We do these programs, we have an annual calendar, we follow a calendar. So in case you're not able to join this now, the next workshop will be around the same time in 2027. So in case you're crunched for time, as we already are, I'll still urge you to squeeze in this 6 hours over 6 weeks and come for the workshop. All of our workshops are very rich in resources, the participant workbooks, case studies, assignments, etc. And you get a certificate of completion once you complete the course. You also become most of you are already part of Mindful Living community. Even if you're not, you get access to this community. And the best part about our courses is you have 24/7 access to your cohort members, to me, and so you are always in that environment. Sangati is a very powerful factor in our growth, and you get very good Sangati in this Mindful Living community. A lot of successful entrepreneurs, directors, business people, a lot of successful people are member of our community. So, I love this definition, the quote from Albert Einstein, where he says, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. अगर आपकी लाइफ में कुछ भी है जो आपको वर्कआउट नहीं हो रहा आपके हिसाब से, प्लीज़ ज्वाइन दिस वर्कशॉप. ये कंप्लीटली ट्रांसफॉर्म कर देगा आपकी लाइफ को. बहुत मैजिकल है. आप आएंगे तो आप समझेंगे कि क्यों इतना वर्कआउट करता है. आई हैव बीन प्रैक्टिसिंग दिस ओवर 6 years नाउ, and I have been teaching this for 6 years now, and we have many participant experiences, my own experiences. We'll be very happy to share them with you, and help you go deep into this practice. We take very few people. The cohort is 20 people. We already have about 18 people who have signed up for this program, and continuing on this journey. So we have only 1 or 2 people we will be taking in. So please hurry and block your seat by remitting 99 rupees today, and the balance you can pay before 15th June or as per your convenience. And once you start practicing gratitude, as I mentioned earlier, there is no limit to how much higher you can go in your life. So we'll open up the session for Q&A now. Happy to take any questions or comments from you.
Please ask a question.
Yes, Sanjay. Yes.
So, is it necessary to have read the book The Secret and the Message?
You don't have to. There is no requirement for you to read The Secret.
Okay. And I had actually, if you recall, what I recall is that I had bought the book Secret. I read through a few pages, and then I somehow lost interest, didn't continue my interest in that, and I just let it be by the side and probably disposed of that book somewhere.
And no worries. And no worries, Sanjay. As I mentioned earlier, the magic is the how-to of Secret. So even if you have Secret or you don't have it, it doesn't matter. And if you don't have magic, we'll be happy to send across a copy to you.
I think I had bought the magic also, and that also I discarded. So,
no worries. Maybe this is the right time for you to get started.
So how do we make the payment? Before that, one other question.
Yes.
You said Thursdays or Sundays?
Thursdays.
Right.
I think I may have mentioned that might be a typo.
You had mentioned Thursdays, but in your slide it was Sundays.
Yeah. So sorry. So that's a typo. It's on Thursdays. It's on Thursdays. Yeah.
So how do we make the payment?
Yeah, you can just. I'll have Vaishnavi get in touch with you, and she will share the QR code, and you can GPay or Paytm on that.
I am signing in right now.
Okay, thank you, Sanjay. So Vaishnavi has shared the QR code. You can use that to remit the fees.
Is it to on the chat or what?
It's on the chat. Yeah.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Any questions? Anything you would like to ask about the practice? About gratitude? About the practice? About the workshop?
It was on WhatsApp.
Sorry?
It's sent on the WhatsApp group. I am already part of the mindfulness group.
Okay, we'll share it. It's in the chat. We will also share in the group. We have shared it on WhatsApp in the chat here. We will also share in the WhatsApp group.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions you have about gratitude you would like to know? Divya, Devashree, Mohan, Anjali, Zoom user.
Hi, Ashi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Devashree.
Hi, Devashree here. Good afternoon, everyone. So, I have a very serious question for you. How does gratitude help a person who is terminally ill?
Okay. So there is this. I'm just thinking how to respond. There is a lot of research that has happened on gratitude and how it can help us get better. One of the, I don't know what exactly is terminally ill, but Louis Say is an author who got cancer, and by practicing affirmations, which is also what we do in gratitude, she completely cured her cancer. So by changing the focus from what is going wrong to what is going right, I'm not sure that the specifics will work differently for different people, but it changes the perspective to what is going right, and that helps a lot, Devashree.
Is there, are you sure? Is there research? I mean, is it backed by research when you say that her cancer, or her or his cancer was
You
cured
can,
completely with the power of gratitude?
yeah, I can, we can maybe connect offline, Devashree. You can Google on Louis Say, okay, and you will find a lot of content. She used affirmations, which is also what we do in gratitude.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Ashish,
Body
can I add something?
Yes, Ganesh.
Basically, gratitude actually creates a positive mindset. You become more positive towards world rather than having, negative thoughts. And that really helps, to come out of your illness. I think, there are many studies or, case studies shown related to, uh, people who were declared by doctor, they are not going to get cured. Maybe disease can be anything, but declared by doctor, they won't get cured. But because of their positive attitude, they came out of that disease. And there are many case studies. I think gratitude helps you to build that positive mindset.
Yeah. So, if I get the name right, I think there is a gentleman called Norman Cousin who has written a book. He got cancer, and what he did was he watched comedy movies, laughter shows all day long, and he completely cured himself of the cancer. So it may not be directly about gratitude, but the point is when we change our thoughts, we change the outcomes. Devashree.
Yes, yeah, thank you for that, Ashish. It is a little difficult, right? Because, when you are struck with such a deadly disease, I mean, all of a sudden, and especially when the person has not been following the philosophy of gratitude along his or her life. I mean, I'm looking at that kind of a specific scenario wherein a person probably was not aware as to the power and effects of gratitude, and now he or she is struck with a deadly disease like, say, the big C,
Yeah.
and then suddenly he or she is introduced or being made aware of, like, the positive effects and the power of gratitude. Then I think, I don't know, I mean, how achievable it would be, you know,
So,
to actually cure oneself.
yeah. Devashree, I am not sure what exactly are you alluding to, but if you can share now, or we can connect later also. But there is a French psychologist called Emile Coué, and he gave this statement. Even if it may be difficult for the person to practice gratitude, he could practice this statement. every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. I'll repeat it and you can write it down if you like. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. Repeating this multiple times during the day has helped many patients in hospitals get better. Okay? This is the research done. So this does not even require the person to be grateful. You just affirming to yourself that I'm getting better in every way, every day, and the outcomes, medical outcomes, or the medical results get much better.
Thank you so much, Ashish, for sharing this. And if there are any more your end, please do kindly share it with me.
Sure.
Thanks so much.
Thank you,
Thanks so
Devesh.
much
Thank you.
for your help and assistance. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you, Mr. Ganesh, for your inputs as well.
Thank you, Devesh. Thank you, Ganesh. Any other questions or comments? If there are no more questions, I would request you to please share in the chat your takeaway from the session today. What is one practice that you're going to do on a daily basis? What is one grateful practice that you're going to follow? Whether it is saying thank you notes, or gratitude for food, Anadata Sukhi Bhava, or thank you money, arigato money, or the lotus of gratitude. Which of these practices you will follow? Please type in the chat any takeaway that you have, and then we'll be happy to bring the session to a close in next 3 minutes or so. Thank you, Anand. Lotus of gratitude for Anand. And if I may ask you, Anand, when will you be doing it? Saying thank you in the morning while go to bed. Thank you, expressing thankfulness, being grateful. Yeah, thank you, Sanjay. Farzeen, Madhu, Divya, Mohan, Jagdeep. All right. Zoom user, Anjali. Gratitude heals. Yeah, thank you. Farzeen, how have you been? Thank you.
Ashish, thank you so much. For some reason, the chat is not working, so I'm not
Yes.
able to type. Yeah, but it was a nice refresher attending the session again.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
How are you doing now, Farzeen?
All good.
Okay.
I'll connect with you.
All right. Sure. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Farzeen.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you, Madhu. Moment to moment, expressing gratitude. Yeah. Thank you, Anjali. Thank you, Anjali. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for this session today. I am truly grateful to you for taking out time and learning about practicing gratitude. Please keep practicing and keep elevating your life and the lives of your family members to the completely different level. So when you start practicing gratitude, it not only impacts you but everybody in your family and at your workplace. So the ripple effect of gratitude is infinite. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend, and we see you next weekend. The details of the session next weekend will be shared in the group soon. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you, everybody.